Welcome to Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro's official podcast. This is your opportunity to go behind the scenes of Rockstar Pro and hear from the wrestlers themselves. Now here are your hosts, Mark Turner and Bork Torkleson.
Welcome, Terry Flaps and Terry Folds.
What?
To Backstage Pass.
What is that?
Rockstar Pro Wrestling's
I have my
official podcast. I am your host, Bork Torkleson, joined as always by Mark Turner.
Yep.
And as sometimes by JT Davidson.
How you doing, everybody?
Obviously, neither of these guys Rick and Morty fans.
No.
But we're not here to talk about adult cartoons. We are here to talk about wrestling. In particular, Rockstar Pro Wrestling. And we're going to first turn back the clock.
Let's go back.
To the beginning of August.
Gotta go back in time.
You finished?
I'm done. I only know that part.
I'm not giving you energy drinks anymore.
Okay.
Back
Damn, that's pretty good.
to the beginning of August and the effin' Catalina Wrestling Mixer. Guys, that was an incredible joint venture between Pro Wrestling Revolver and Rockstar Pro. What a night that was. Let's do a quick recap of all the action they either saw or missed if they're total idiots.
Yeah, I mean, what a night that was. And what a pleasure it was to have Pro Wrestling Revolver at the Rockstar Pro Arena. It was a great night, JT.
A turnaway crowd.
Yeah.
A electric crowd. And a great pay-per-view event. It was just something to be seen.
I don't think I've seen a crowd quite like that at Rockstar Pro. The show had to start so much later because the fans just kept showing up. It was absolutely incredible. And we had an awesome tournament. I mean, round one started off with a bang. We had Shane Strickland. He defeated Maxwell Jacob Friedman in the opening matchup of the night. I mean, what a matchup that was.
Yeah, let me throw this out there. Before the Catalina Wrestling Mixer, Friedman was stripped.
Oh, that's right.
Of the American Luchacore Championship.
Let's get into it.
It ended up that the tournament itself would be to crown the final American Luchacore Champion. Obviously, MJF not happy about that.
No, not at all. I mean, the man won the American Luchacore Championship just a few days ago on Amped, and he did not want to have to be stripped of that championship, but he did have an opportunity to win this tournament and be the last American Luchacore champion ever, but unfortunately, Shane Strickland beat him in the first round.
Yeah, he didn't get very far, and
no.
That's quite a bummer. It's a shame for a guy who's worked so hard to come so far in this business.
You say it's a bummer, but Shane Strickland, I mean, that's an incredible performer right there. I want to see as much Shane Strickland matches as I could get on that night, and that's exactly what we got.
Well, in other round one action, we saw Simon Grimm, at his first time in the Rockstar Pro Arena, defeat returning Ethan Page.
And Simon Grimm, he made quite an impression at the Rockstar Pro Arena for Pro Wrestling Revolver for everybody. I mean, he made an impression that night.
That he did, and in further round one action, we saw the Rockstar Pro World Champion himself, the Juggernaut, Jeremiah, unfortunately go down at the hands of, let's face it, guys, one of, if not the world's greatest luchador, Rey Fenix.
But there is no shame in losing to somebody like Rey Fenix, and I have no love for Jeremiah. But you have to look at this as a showcase match for Jeremiah, and he stood up and he showed them what the Rockstar Pro World Champion was all about against, again, a world-class luchador.
Yeah, going toe-to-toe with Rey Fenix, incredibly impressive.
Yeah, this is impressive for people that aren't as familiar to Rockstar Pro that see this pay-per-view. They'll see the Rockstar Pro World Champion in action against one of the best in the entire world, and he put on an impressive performance, put Rockstar Pro banner on his back that night. An impressive performance for the Juggernaut.
And in our final first-round match, we had a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, A.R. Fox, his original opponent was Matt Tremont, and he couldn't make it on that night. And instead, Alex Colon filled his spot, and it became a no disqualification match. What a matchup that was, guys. That was off the charts.
For many fans that I talked to, that I saw online, their reactions, they said this may have been the match of the night. So what a great surprise and what a great performance by Alex Colon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sleeper hit, I'd say. Just an incredible match. No one expected it because nobody knew Colon was going to be in that match. We didn't know until JP announced his name.
Absolutely.
And a no disqualifying a no disqualification match.
Right.
Absolutely incredible. These guys just went to town on each other.
Yeah, they did. And AR Fox, I can only assume he had no idea he was going to face Alex Colon on that night, and he had to go through absolute hell to win that matchup and advance to the semifinals of the tournament.
But let's keep in mind that it wasn't just the American Lucha Core Championship that was on the line at the effin' Catalina Wrestling Mixer. There is also the matter of the Open Invite Scramble Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I've ever seen a scramble match in my life that had so many big names as this one right here. I mean, you had Desmond Xavier, you had Zachary Wentz, you had Sami Callihan, you had how many? Everybody was in this match.
JT Davidson.
There you go. You had quite the moment. I think you had the pop of the night in that match of coming out and diving on everybody.
I may have. I don't always have to make sense, but I make an entrance. I'll tell you that, guys.
Well, I know Ron Mathis didn't appreciate you inserting yourself into that match.
Well, that is true.
It's probably fine.
Probably fine. But the fact of the matter is, Matthew Palmer won the Open Invite Scramble Championship.
Yeah, and he did so in a way that many of the fans and the wrestlers themselves did not appreciate.
No, I mean, he attacked Sami Callihan. What was it, at the very beginning of the match, before the bell? I can't even remember.
It was as people were entering the ring, he went after Sami Callihan and...
right on the ramp.
Yeah, came right after him to end the match as well.
Yeah, that seems pretty dirty if you ask me. But, I mean, he walked out the champion.
That's what matters.
In our first semifinal matchup of the night, Ray Phoenix defeated Shane Strickland in a battle to the best wrestlers you will see.
And guys, you never know what you're going to see in these type of tournaments, but when I looked at the brackets, this was one I wanted to see.
Doubt.
It delivered.
Absolutely it did. I mean, this is one that people were talking about along with the AR Fox, Alex Colon matchup. Everybody was talking about this matchup right here between Ray Phoenix and Shane Strickland.
Yeah, Phoenix going through both Jeremiah and Strickland to get to the finals, a very impressive showing by the Luchador.
No doubt about it. But then in the other semifinal matchup, AR Fox defeated Simon Grimm.
So that made our finals AR Fox and Ray Phoenix. But before we got to that, we had an insane intergender singles match.
And guys, I had the privilege of being at ringside for this one, and I've got to tell you, one of our fans said it the best. This was not, in their mind, an intergender match. This was a match.
Mm-hmm. Right.
These two went at it, and they had a phenomenal exhibition with each other. And man, Jessica Havoc and Jake Crist, they left it all in the ring, and the fans really appreciated it.
Yeah, to me, I've seen a good amount of Jessica Havoc matches. I would argue that was the best match of hers I've ever seen. She really brought it to Jake Crist in that match.
I would completely agree, and that's exactly what you have to do. I mean, Jessica Havoc beat Jake Crist. I mean, that says a lot right there when you're beating the artist Jake Crist at the Rockstar Pro Arena especially.
So that leaves us with one match left, our main event at the Catalina Wrestling Mixer, and that was Phoenix versus AR Fox.
I mean, what a matchup. I mean, when I saw this bracket announced, just like JT Davidson was saying, he was looking forward to a matchup. I was kind of hoping for this to be the finals matchup. I mean, what a matchup this was. Ray Phoenix defeated AR Fox to win the tournament and become the final American Lucha Core champion ever.
Yeah, and what an honor for Phoenix to take that title back with him to his home. That is his for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Nobody else is ever going to be the American Lucha Core champion. Ray Phoenix is the last, and he, but you could argue, one of the best.
No doubt. I mean, think of all the names that have held that championship, right? You have Sami Callihan, Jake Crist, Dave Crist, so many others have won the championship, and now Ray Phoenix can put his name on there forever as the last champion.
For a title that was created by the OI4K and defended for the final time here in Dayton, Ohio, I couldn't think of a better way to end that night than with an incredible wrestler like Ray Phoenix holding that title high.
And guys, really, here's my thing, and it's going to sound so cliche, but at the end of the night, the real winner, as far as I'm concerned, were the fans.
Oh, no doubt.
Absolutely.
I heard so many people say this is one of the best wrestling shows they've ever been to, and I may be biased. I am biased, but
we all are.
Absolutely. Yeah. But again, if you're listening to this podcast and you were not here for the effing Catalina Wrestling Mixer, you need to find this on highspots.com.
Right.
You need to find this on iPay-per-view. This is worth the watch.
No doubt. I mean, it was a great show, and I'm sure I speak for Bork when I say it was a pleasure to call the matches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we called about half the card each that night. It was just a great night of wrestling action, no doubt about it.
That it was, but it's not as if things have just been on pause. after the wrestling mixer. There's been plenty going on here at Rockstar Pro during our Wednesday night AMP shows.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, we have a Rockin' Robin tournament going on to crown a new #1 contender to the Rockstar Pro World Champion.
That we did, and let's not be cute here, guys. We are recording this after Wednesday night Amped.
I wasn't sure how you wanted me to go with that. Okay, good to know.
Well, now you know.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't let them know how the sausage is made, Mark.
How many walls are we breaking here? Okay, go ahead.
Damn. So, nevertheless,
the sausage is made. Is that what he said? Go ahead.
Trey Miguel,
It's a real thing.
Lisa Coleman went 7-0 in the Rockin' Robin tournament,
Incredible.
and on his birthday defeated Myron Reed to become #1 contender. He will challenge the Juggernaut Jeremiah for the Rockstar Pro World Championship at Smoke 'em If You Got 'em.
Let's take a moment to just look back at the tournament that Lisa Coleman had. Going 7-0 against 7 great wrestlers, 7 of the best that Rockstar Pro has to offer. An incredible feat. I still can't believe it. I never saw anybody going a clean sweep through the entire tournament.
But guys, let's not step over the fact of the quality of match that we saw tonight.
Yes.
Myron Reed and Lisa Coleman, Trey Miguel,
Yeah.
had one of the best matches I've seen in a while here in the Rockstar Pro Arena. But again, I made the point on commentary tonight. Come Friday, it is not going to be a wrestling match. It is going to be a fight because Jeremiah is going to bring it to keep his hands on that Rockstar Pro World Championship.
Oh, no question about it. Because over the last few weeks, Jeremiah hasn't really had many matches. Now, he did absolutely murder Michael on 2 separate occasions.
We may never see Michael again.
Those weren't really matches. Those were snuff films. Come on, guys.
And really, I think that's the kind of match that Jeremiah wants to turn this into against Trey Miguel, Lisa Coleman, because Lisa Coleman has been looking so smooth inside that ring, has been busting out all these great moves. Jeremiah wants to turn this into a brawl as much as he can.
Well, I mean, you got to know your strengths.
Exactly what I was about to say, and trust me when I tell you, I said this last month on the podcast, but Jeremiah is one of the men that I can tell you has hit me harder than anybody else in this freaking business. And I've been in the ring with some tough ones, but that guy can bring it. That guy is an animal. That guy is one tough dude.
Well, that's going to be one hell of a match at Smoke 'em If You Got 'em. But speaking of tough dudes, speaking of hard hitters, speaking of just mean sons of bitches, let's look at our tag team division.
Yeah, let's do that.
We've got the Dirty challenging the Night Riders. Come Smoke 'em If You Got 'em. They have just been tearing it up Wednesday after Wednesday here at Rockstar Pro.
The Dirty, they're a team on the rise, no doubt about it. They look better each and every week. They come out here and perform. There's no question about it. In fact, they had a non-title matchup against the Night Riders that, it was officially a time limit draw, but it sure looked like they won that matchup. And if it would have gone 1 second longer, they would have won the matchup. So they know in their minds heading into this matchup that they can beat the Night Riders.
Yeah, incredible action here every week at Amped. But guys, it's probably about time we go to the spotlight. Now, you've both assured me that you've got a good guest.
I found a great guest. I wanted to make sure to find a guest that you would be especially happy with.
Really?
I found a great one. Yeah.
You did it for me?
I think you're going to love it.
Oh, you are absolutely going to love it. I can't wait. You know what? Let's just go to that segment right now. Let's bring him in here.
Oh, cool, guys. Thanks.
It's time for the Rockstar Wrestler Spotlight.
And Bork, we have the best spotlight segment ever. I got my man, the professional athlete. I'm so excited for this. Jon Murray is in the house. Jon Murray is here.
Hey, Bork, nice to see you.
I hate so much.
Come on.
About the things you choose to be.
Why you hate me, man? I don't understand. I just come out here week after week, and
You're unwrapping a goddamn candy bar while we're trying to interview you.
Is that candy not allowed?
No. We're trying to be professionals
candy here.
He's a professional
athlete.
All right,
fine. Well, I got some of this takeout here.
What the hell?
Is that Chinese? It's takeout Chinese. I got it earlier, yeah. So
don't get that on my mic.
No. All right. Well, I'll wait till we're done.
This
is real journalism. Can't have a candy bar in here.
This is already awesome. This is the best. Jon Murray is here. Nobody knows how to have fun like Jon Murray.
Mm-hmm.
So, can we talk about the bomb that you dropped in the ring tonight?
Okay. Can we talk about it?
Let's do it.
That's what we're here for. It's a podcast, right?
Yeah. Podcast.
Well, okay, Bork, what do you want to know? I want to eat a candy bar, but what do you want to know right now about it then?
I have a number of questions for you. I guess we can start with the obvious one. Who do you think you are?
Wow, the nerve.
I'm the professional athlete, Jon Murray. I mean, that's why I'm teaming up with the Sandman and Shane Douglas Friday, all right? And
yeah,
you know
a couple
what?
of hardcore legends, and you think you deserve to be their teammate.
100%. I mean,
why not?
Come on. Who's going to have more fun with the Sandman than Jon Murray?
Right.
Damn it. JT, can you help me out here?
JT's here?
I am, man.
Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah, but
I ain't getting in. Oh, no. Okay. Look, I was blinded by the candy. What's up, JT?
You got to look up from your food a little
much,
bit,
man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, my question is this. Look, I think that, imitation is the purest form of flattery, and you have been, for all intents and purposes,
very
the
flattering.
Sandman, the Sandman here at Rockstar Pro.
Of course he has.
What is, my question to you is, what has the Sandman meant to your career?
Oh, man, come on. He's the freaking Sandman, dude. Like, everybody loves the Sandman. Remember, he's come out there just not giving a heck, not giving a care, just coming out, just whomping on fools, having a good time while he's doing it. I mean, that's what I'm about, too, man.
Well, you're both heavy drinkers, I'll give you that.
I was just going to say, if anybody can down beers like the Sandman, it's this man, Jon Murray.
I thought you were looking at me when you said that.
No.
That's true. I'm really excited.
He's got shifty eyes.
To be working with the Sandman and Shane Douglas. But, I'm not going to lie. As a wonderful moment that's going to be, there is going to be one little thing missing that I think I really would like to be there, and that's Ron Mathis. I mean, love him or hate him, which I think is very public, and everybody knows me and Ron Mathis hate each other. I would have liked to have him there to whoop on him a bit with the Sandman, but I mean, can you believe the Bruiser? He's no longer a prospect, everybody.
No, he's not.
Big Patrick Hickey. He wants to stand up and take that place, too. Well, you know what? I mean, this isn't the first time me and Ron Mathis have gone to blows. It's not going to be the last time. No. But this is the first time old Big Hickey wants to step up and hop in a match with legends like the Sandman, like Shane Douglas, like Jon freaking Murray.
Yeah, what was the deal with Patrick? So you seem to have been the only person that's been giving Patrick credit as of late. I mean, the Foundation, they seem to hate his guts. They don't appreciate anything he does. And then
he's a prospect. He hasn't earned his way fully.
And then after you talk him up, he punches you square in the face tonight. Well, what is that all about? What's going on here?
You got to get in where you fit in sometimes. I know. JT, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes, you got to take a few odd jobs to get to where you need to be. And I understand that part, but tonight he
kicked your ass.
He full-fledged. He put his fingers up in the air and he yelled Foundation.
Yeah, and Bruce Gray now says he's the leader of the Foundation?
Well, come on. Bruce can't lead anything.
Hey, guys, desperate times call for desperate measures. If Ron Mathis could be here, I'm sure he would. And I'm sure he would take absolute delight in wiping the floor with your substantial posterior.
What does that mean?
Your
English
big fat ass.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought it meant.
At Smoke 'em if you got him. But, I think, you may have had something to do with this. You probably put something in his water. You've had it out for Jon Murray, for Ron Mathis since the beginning of the Rockin' Robin tournament. You have cost him every single match he had in that tournament.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I remember one time I forgot my towel.
Oh, yeah.
I went and got my towel.
You have to get the towel.
I mean, whatever happened after that was on me.
So, John, it does lead me to an actual question here.
Yes.
Okay.
Finally, real journalism. You taking notes, Bork?
Ron Mathis has said on multiple occasions that you have hurt his ability to make money in this business. That what you do is an embarrassment. Now, I'm giving his words right now.
Yeah.
But why do you think that Ron feels that way? And the follow-up question is, what do you think your place in this business is?
Well, geez, the first part, I mean, I think it's kind of obvious. Mathis is he's just, that boy's got hate in his heart.
Yeah.
Okay? And he just can't stand, a guy like me
Right.
just kind of doing it my own way.
He's jealous he can't have fun like you do.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a professional. It's professional wrestling, and he takes this business seriously while you're out there dicking around every night.
Okay. You don't think I take it seriously? Do you know how hard it is in a full-fledged combat sport to stick your thumb up another man's ass? Do you know how hard that really is? Do you know the talent that takes? You can't just go out there and put your thumb out willy-nilly and hope a butt falls on it.
Yeah, I imagine it's about as hard
it doesn't work.
Passing out under a ring for 5 nights. What did you say, Mark?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it, okay?
Yeah, you're talking to Jon Murray.
I wish I weren't.
Well, okay, but again, my question here, let's shift gears though. A guy like Joey Ryan.
Yeah.
You've been in the ring with Joey, and I've seen Joey get a lot of flack lately for his style. And, you have arguably a similar style to a Joey Ryan. Again, why do people have so much of an issue with your style in professional wrestling?
Jeez Louise, I don't know. That's a loaded question. I guess maybe I'm not the athlete I thought. I can't be answering things like this. I guess,
what are you playing with?
I don't know. I found a toy on the floor. It's got stuff in it. Hang on.
Whoa, wait.
We'll see, Turtle.
Yeah, what is in there?
No, that's a Nessie.
Anyway,
I'm really good at wrestling, as if you can't tell by this interview.
As much as I love you, Jon Murray, I think you might be a little bit ADD at the moment. So maybe I'll withdraw my question.
I mean, he has candy bars, he has Chinese food, now he has toys.
Yes.
Can we wrap this up or something? How?
Oh, jeez.
No, we can go. How much time do we have? Let's just go the length of this entire podcast. How about that?
I mean, I got them, so at some point I need to start smoking them, I think.
Okay.
Oh, God
I'm not sure if we're allowed to
What
smoke
a transition.
in here.
Oh, wait. Somebody else is messing with Bork.
How
This
did
is
you
great.
get
Did
in
you guys
here?
find toys, too?
Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke them, maybe I got them!
Got them.
On that note, thank you so much, Jon Murray, for being our guest here on the Backstage Pass.
This went off the rails.
Thank you.
This is
Quickly.
the best interview ever.
maybe you
Hey,
got
do you
'em.
have any more of that Chinese food?
No.
Ah, damn.
Had enough Backstage Pass? Too bad! Here's more!
You fuckers. Really? Jon Murray?
Yeah, I thought you would love it.
And then Zach came in at the end? What the hell was that all about?
Always an open door for Zach.
It did kind of go off the rails, I'm not going to lie.
Kind of?
He didn't leave any Chinese food.
He doesn't leave any food anywhere.
I don't know why I
that
expected
man, he goes after food like it's somehow disappointed him or something.
You should just consider yourself lucky he didn't put his thumb up your bum again, Bork. That's all you should think about.
Why'd you have to make me think about that again?
Still recovering? Are you still recovering from that?
Of course, I haven't been sitting right since then.
He's been in
Stab if that is.
extensive therapy ever since.
Okay.
Yeah, physical and emotional.
All right, well let's go right into it.
Yeah,
here, guys.
let's
Come on.
talk about it. The next iPay-per-view, Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em, this Friday, September the 1st at 7:30 p.m. What a card we got, Bork.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to see the Pitbull Ganger take on the legendary Larry D in a Dayton street fight. That is going to be one violent encounter.
I've been calling this one the Battle of the Bullies, guys, and that's because I really think that's what this is about. This is a schoolyard for both of these guys, and they want to prove who is the toughest kid on the block.
No question about it. Larry D's been so dominating. In fact, he's beat Ganger in a matchup already on Amped before, but now that this is a street fight, maybe Ganger has a fighting chance in this one. We know how he loves street fights.
I guess, how fast do you think JP can get out of the ring when legendary Larry D has to step foot in there?
I think he could try out for the Olympics whenever Larry D's around. That's about it.
The Fat Dad Olympics.
JP running from Larry D is my favorite part of the show.
He's not lying. You should see the joy in his eyes. Have you noticed that?
Why hasn't that been gift yet?
We need a camera up there just for his face.
I giggle like a little girl every time he does it.
Well, also, we have the Rockstar Pro Tag Team Championships on the line. I can't speak today. The Night Riders putting them on against the Dirty. What a matchup that's going to be.
Oh, yeah. As we said before, two hard-hitting, very aggressive, very bald tag teams going for that ultimate prize in Rockstar
JT's
Pro
right.
Tag Team competition.
He had to throw very bald in there.
This is a life choice, Bork.
Yeah, I know. You shave your head. Those guys just have male pattern baldness.
Fair enough.
So, in addition to that, you'll also see whatever the heck this is, a too sick for this world match between the biggest asshole in the universe, Zachary Wentz, and my bro, Clayton Gaines Jackson.
Now, let's be honest. Zach has not been extremely descriptive on this match.
No.
From what we can tell, it's going to be a boards match.
Yeah.
I think there might be a TLC element.
There's definitely aerial assault
platforms. I think there's going to be aliens involved.
Maybe.
I'm not even sure. It's an out of this world match.
He
and
said
again,
there might be fire.
He keeps saying might be.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe he means the match will be fire. I'm not sure. But either way, Zachary Wentz has concocted this out of his brain, and this match is his baby.
And that's all you have to say right there. If it came out of the mind of Zachary Wentz, who knows what kind of craziness is going to happen in this match.
I think he's lost his damn mind. He thinks angels are aliens and they talk to him, The kid is
Tell
just
me more
lost
about that,
it.
Bork. Angels and aliens.
We're not going to talk about that.
Maybe that's the next podcast. Let's talk to Zachary once about that. Okay.
That's on that paranormal podcast that we used to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. It's been a while.
Also, let's not forget, we have that 6-man tag team match, the Foundation, facing off against Jon Murray, Shane Douglas, and the Sandman. Guys, the Sandman is going to be at the Rockstar Pro Arena.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
I know, that's cool, but I'm pretty disappointed that...
That's cool.
Mathis really, this was his match. This was Ron Mathis's match, and unfortunately, he's had to have stomach surgery. He can't be here at Smoke 'em If You Got 'em. So, we see the prospect is a prospect...
Patrick.
Would you let me finish my
Okay,
sentence?
go ahead.
He's not a prospect anymore. He's Patrick, and he's part of the Foundation.
What did he have to do to graduate from prospect? That's my question.
Well, I think it was a matter of necessity. I think it was a matter of Mathis isn't there anymore, so
Maybe just
time to step up, fatty.
Apparently, it just looked like punching Jon Murray in the face was all it had to take, I guess. But yeah, I would have loved to see Ron Mathis get thrown around in the ring by the Sandman, by Shane Douglas, by Jon Murray. That
You're not
going
to get to see that, Mark.
But
deal with it.
Hey, I'm sure it's still going to be such a treat to see Jon Murray teaming up with the franchise Shane Douglas and the Sandman. That's going to be awesome.
Well, nevertheless.
Can you imagine all the cigarettes they're going to smoke backstage?
Can you imagine
in
all
the
beers?
Oh, I can't imagine.
They're going to have to stock up, get some extra reserves.
I don't even know if we can walk back there with all the cans that are going to be laying around.
But anyway...
Yes. I don't know if it'll be the main event or not, honestly, but it will be for the Rockstar Pro World Championship. The champion, Jeremiah, defending his strap against Trigger, Trey Miguel, / the righteous one, Lisa Coleman, the winner of the Rockin' Robin tournament.
Yeah, you can't forget about that slash. But man, Lisa Coleman on an absolute tear. Going through everybody in Rockstar Pro, going through that entire Rockin' Robin tournament, he has all the momentum on his side heading into this matchup. Absolutely.
And momentum is what you need in pro wrestling. The guy just went 7-0, to your point there, Mark, and I have to believe that I'm just going to predict, Trigger Trey Miguel, Lisa Coleman, I think he's going to walk out the world champion this Friday.
I don't know, guys. Like you said, JT, it's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a fight, and I think... that plays to Jeremiah's strengths.
Another thing Jeremiah is going for him is that, we talked about it earlier, but Lisa Coleman has been going through all these brutal matchups for weeks, and Jeremiah has basically been rested throughout this period, and he does have that going for him, but I think Lisa Coleman can fight through and win the Rockstar Pro World Championship.
Well, regardless of if you're smart like me and you think Jeremiah is going to win, or if you have some sort of brain damage like Mark and you think
just because I don't say words too good doesn't mean I have brain damage.
Way to illustrate my point, bud.
What?
Be here
Did I done do
at
something
1106 East 3rd Street, Friday, September 1st, right here.
You're adorable, Mark.
But don't encourage
Thank
him.
you.
Right here in beautiful downtown Dayton, Ohio. Doors open at 7, first bell's at 7:30. Guys, it's Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I don't have him, but I'll smoke him.
I hate you so much.
That's all for this episode. Be sure to come back for another edition of Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast.